Last September, my friend Mike Lozano and I took a trip to Bucaramanga. The city, located in north-central Colombia, is the capital of the department of Santander. Our first stop was to La Flora Ecological Park here in the city. The park was created to help preserve some of the flora most at risk due to climate change. Of course, we couldn't help ourselves having some fun. The park has a beautiful array of plants and flowers, many of which I've never seen anywhere but here, as well as some interesting insects like this furry one. I still don't know the name of it, and probably the largest bee I've ever seen in the world. The next day we took a city tour, which included a stop to see some of the statues presented during the Feria Bonita, which is an art fair held here every September. These controversial statues are a commentary on the current political state of affairs here in Colombia. Next, we were off to Giron, with its quaint colonial buildings and streets. Finally, in the evening, we were off to Santissimo, which is a cable gondola ride away up in the hills overlooking Bucaramanga and Floridablanca. And here I am in front of a 37-meter high statue of Jesus Cristo. And we end the evening at El Puente Bicentenario, with its multicolored LED light display. The next day, we're up early to take a day trip to Parque Chicamocha, which is located 60 kilometers south of the city. The long bus ride took us through the streets of Bucaramanga as well as Floridablanca. And I was able to see some interesting graffiti along the way. Even though there's a lot of lush vegetation, I was still able to see some of the spectacular canyons and mountains along the way. We stopped by a local pueblo for a coffee and a snack, and walked around a bit looking at the fresh fruits, vegetables, and meats for sale in the plaza. And happened across this rustic open-air church. Finally, we arrive at Chicamocha Canyon. But before we can actually get to the state park, we have to take a 30-minute cable gondola ride down the canyon and back up the other side. The ride takes us through some breathtaking vegetation as well as some interesting geology and across the Umpala River. Once at the park, we did a little swimming, a little hiking, and enjoyed the breathtaking views of the canyons below. Nighttime in Bucaramanga, photos taken from the rooftop of our hotel. We had a fun few days here in Bucaramanga, but now it's back to Medellin. So until next time, take care, mis gatitos.